said that instead of high.
6, 5, 4, 3. Open your mics.
Welcome back to the show. We're about to bring the Corner Blitz as we will talk NCAA football and the playoffs, which contested every year whether or not the committee got it right. And to help us decipher the Final Four, we will bring in our analyst, Aaron Gaberman. Aaron, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Jamie, for having me on.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at the Final Four. And Alabama, number 1. We had number 2 coming in, Clemson, so a classic pairing. 3, Notre Dame, and 4, we had Oklahoma getting in there, as you see on the screen. So a few classics, Notre Dame, a newcomer, Oklahoma coming back. So instant reaction, did the committee get it right? Left out Georgia, left out Ohio State. What'd you think?
I think they got it right. I think after seeing Oklahoma's performance at the Big Ten Championship, I think after they won that, I think it solidified their spot. Now, Ohio State, I think the reason why people might doubt Ohio State, why aren't they in? It's because of that loss to Purdue. I think that big, 29-point loss to Purdue was awful. And I think that's what kicked them out of the standings. Now, they beat a tough Northwestern team, don't get me wrong, but I think Texas was the better opponent. And I think that Kyler Murray and the Oklahoma offense really showed that they can overpower a team like a Texas and get into that playoff. And Georgia, it was a win or loss situation for them. They had to win in order to get in. And even if Alabama lost, they were going to still probably be in with that one loss because Georgia was still a top team in the country. Notre Dame had a great season. They went undefeated, even though people might doubt their opponents that they played. But I think they still performed amazingly well. And then Clemson, they won the ACC. They outright won it, and I don't think people might doubt the competition, the level of competition, but they outplayed them. They outplayed their competition. So that's why I think they absolutely deserve to be in.
Right, and we talk about Alabama. They've been in the college football playoff every year since it came into existence in 2014, won the championship twice. Can anyone beat them this year? They come in undefeated, and if so, which team will it be?
To be honest, I really like this Notre Dame team. I really think they could outplay Clemson with Ian Book, and the Notre Dame defense has been really strong this year. They've been limiting their opponents to very few points in each game, so I really see that coming through. Also, but the problem is Alabama is so dominant. You see Tua and Jalen Hurts now, a tag team duo. As we can see here in the highlights, you can just see Tua just passing it to his wide receiver, and he can just run for 85 yards.
Right.
He's just incredible. He just sees the pocket. He can sit, and his offensive line is absolutely outstanding. So when you've got a man like Tua getting touchdowns, and this is the comeback trail, they were down to Georgia early in the game by 2 touchdowns. And now you can see Jalen Hurts, just like a tag team duo. He can come in, he can maneuver out of the pocket, fires it in for the touchdown. It's just, there's such a good group of kids. They know what they're doing. They have great coaching. Nick Saban's one of the top men in the game, so they absolutely have a chance. It's really hard to say, anybody in those top 4 and the other 3 can beat them, but Alabama just looks really tough. But watch out for Notre Dame. Oklahoma might give them a little run. Kyler Murray, Tua, 2 Heisman top duos might have a shot. It'll be a great 1 versus 4. It looks like Alabama's just going to plow through the rest for the playoff.
Yeah, there's a little more UCF chatter last year than this year, but they went undefeated 2 years in a row, still didn't get a crack at the college football playoff. Do you feel for them at all, or do you think they need to play a better schedule somehow, out of conference?
I really feel bad because I really think the committee should really take a consideration at UCF. UCF plays in the American Conference. It's a very low-level conference. You have UConn that gets blown out every year. ECU is not that strong of a team. USF is one of the topper teams, but they're not at the level of competition as an SEC school. Even Notre Dame plays some higher-level teams. Maybe if they decide to go independent, maybe they could jump out of the American or transfer out of that conference. Maybe they can boost their confidence level in going through. I could see them maybe possibly moving to the ACC. And if they move to the ACC, maybe they have a shot to face a Clemson and then maybe in the ACC championship and maybe get into that playoff. So we'd have to see. But, I really think if the committee's got to do something, they might need to expand the playoff. That's how I think we got to go.
Yeah. All right. Well said. Thank you for joining us here in Corner Blitz.
Absolutely.
Aaron,
My pleasure.
Coming up, we'll wrap up the show with No Huddle. Don't go anywhere. The Blitz is brought to you by Allstate Insurance. Allstate. Are you in good hands?